Hey everybody. Today I'm going to go over a question that I get asked a lot. But before I do, I'm just going to show you a couple things I picked up. I picked up one of each of these tins. They're like $25 at GameStop. They're not a deal, that's just the going rate of them, retail. The reason why I picked them up is because my company, when you do good things for the company, they give you some rewards. So I had a card that had some rewards that was only good at a couple places. One of those places was GameStop. So even though I paid, full price for these things, they were free. It didn't cost me anything. So I picked a couple up. I don't own any of these odd-shaped tins that have the corners cut off. Anyway, so I picked those up at GameStop. And now here's what I was going to talk to you about. I get asked this question a lot. If I had $1,000 to spend, what would I buy sealed Pokemon products? So here's what I come up with. Here's my opinion, okay? If I had $1,000 to invest into sealed Pokemon, okay? Here's what I would do, okay? Your choice is newer stuff or the older stuff, okay? So the newer stuff is a little bit easier because you can get more for your buck, more for your $1,000. Like what I would do is I would pick up like a Darkness Ablaze, a Sword and Shield, and the Sun and Moon base, like is base 2. So I'd pick up like 3 of those, and then I'd buy a couple of these down here, okay? That's what I would do if I was thinking about buying some newer stuff, okay? Because Burning Shadows, Ultra Prism's on sale right now, and the price is probably going to go back up. So, unless they made a ton of it, which I don't think they did, and they don't tell you how much they make. These prices, this Ultra Prism was like $400 a box not too long ago. So I'd pick up one of these and maybe one of the other ones. It's up to whoever wants to buy it what they would want to get. Now, obviously Burning Shadows is because what's in you pull from the box, why it's shooting up. So that's sort of why these prices go up, and also as far as there's less out there, and people charge more when there's less product out there. So the other choice would be to buy some older stuff, okay? Now, the older stuff, you're only going to be able to buy one of these boxes, and in some of these boxes, you're not even going to have enough money. You're going to add money to it. Like all the ones with stars mean those are above $1,000. And to get a box of Next Destinies right at $1,000, that's going to be difficult. You're probably going to have to pay $1,100 after you pay for taxes and shipping, Anyway, you can buy a Phantom Forces, which is, I think this is going to go up. All this stuff's going to go up. But I think this is a good, investment, because it's been sitting in $700 to $900 range for a long time. Now it's pretty much $900 to $1,000. So I think it has some room to go up once what's out there dries up a little bit more. Flashfire, and it's going to be a lot more, but Flashfire, it's going to keep rising, and it's a good investment. You're not going to go wrong with that. Next Destinies, like I just talked about that. Legendary Treasures, that'd be a good pickup too, but again, it's going to cost you almost as much as a Flashfire. These prices I just got recently off of eBay, like today, like the sold stuff. And there's stuff that's a couple $100 more than this, maybe $50, $100 less than this. If it was like a month ago or 2 months ago. But generally, you're not going to be able to buy anything past black and white, okay? And past black and white. It's just going to be too costly. So if Dragons Exalted, that would be a good pickup for, if you can get one for $1,300. Again, it's over $1,000. Boundaries Cross, not bad too. Noble Victories, it's going to cost you more. So if it was up to me, if I had to buy one of these things, I would try to get a Dragons Exalted or spend a little bit more money and get a Flashfire, because it's going to have some staying power. It's in everybody's mind that box is going to be worth a lot of money. So it's just people are going to pick it up thinking it's going to be like in a couple years it'll be a $5,000 box because of all the Charizards in it and stuff. So that's what I was thinking. Now, here's a list of black and white. So you can see, like, I left some things off the list, like, for instance, freeze and store them, they're just way too much money. And the blast, I think you're better off buying something else than a plasma blast. Okay, and same thing with emerging powers. It's about $1,000, but I would not put $1,000 into emerging powers. I mean, you could buy it, but if I had $1,000 and that's all I had, that's what we're talking about, only $1,000, I would put that into something else like Next Destinies. Okay, because emerging powers has gone up, but I just don't think it's as good of a box. And then where is my piece of paper here for? Here it is, for X and Y. Now that was black and white. Now X and Y, really the only one on the list is Flashfire. You could buy a couple XY base, but for that much money, you might as well better off buying a black and white box, you know, like Next Destinies. So, and all this other stuff, they've made too much of it, and it's not gone up much. These prices are a little bit old, you know. What's that, 7/17 on there? Yeah, that's when I wrote this down. This was May 30th, you know. So, but the list is all here, so you see what I'm talking about. So, even though some of this stuff is older than some Sun and Moon stuff, I think the Sun and Moon stuff is a way better investment than the X and Y. Also, too, like, you know, some of the older packs, older boxes, you know, there's only certain things you could get in those, and the newer stuff has more variety and more appeal. So there is a lot of possibility that stuff's going to go up. It's going to lead to it's going to rise more. Is what I'm saying. But like I said, you can't go wrong with the older stuff because, you know, they're not making any more of this stuff, and it's drying up where. Some of this stuff they could reprint, you know. I doubt it, but you know they could. So anyway, that's my opinion. If I had $1,000, what would I spend it on? Your choice is one of these boxes, okay, or like I'd buy like 2 or 3 or 4 of these and then put the rest in this, you know. And you can't wait too long, because if you wait too long, the price is going to go up. But that's what I would do. That's what I'd spend your money on. So I hope that answers your questions about what I would spend $1,000 on for sealed Pokemon. Okay? Like, share, subscribe. Bye.